So this is day 33 with Dorado, and this is the second day of ground driving or long lining. You'll notice that I have on gloves. You know, they, I would suggest wearing gloves. Also, it is important if you do wear gloves and you're working with a Mustang or a horse that is very perceptive, you need to introduce them to the gloves. So, just because it is different than just your hand. So he's already starting off a little bit better. And so right now I'm just working on walking like I was trying to do yesterday, but again, much improvement. This horse is very, very, very smart. And then that's why sometimes it can make it so difficult because he is so smart and he tries to think of ways to get out of things. So I have to try to stay kind of a step ahead and always working on trying to keep him focused and relaxed, even when he has his moments. So again, this is already much better. You can see I always kind of start off in the center, and then I ease my way towards working on being behind him. And so now I'm going to work in switching directions. That was pretty good, but see right there, that's his one spot where he likes to kind of get quick, and he tried to have a little bit of resistance there, but then again, that's much improved from the little blow-ups that we had the day before. And so now he's trying to do a little bit of a rooting thing. Again, I have no pressure on the reins when he's walking. I only put pressure when I want to turn or if I want to stop. And of course, I'm using my voice, so I say ho to stop, and then I give him a click to walk. And so, asking him to stop. That was pretty good. Now I'm going to work on jogging a little bit behind him. So just getting him used to seeing me trotting and doing a little bit faster movement. So I think this is really important. It just seemed like it felt right to try this at this moment. Gets them used to doing a little bit different movement, a little bit quicker behind them. So now I'm going to ask him to just stand still for a second, because again, that was a little bit quicker stuff. So I let him kind of stand there and think about it for a little bit until I got a deep breath and he cocked the leg. Now we're going to change directions. Again, so much better. He's starting to really understand, so now I can ask him to trot. While I'm trotting a little bit behind him, I'm still not directly behind him. I'm still kind of in the center. Now I'm going to ask him to stop. And again, I'm trying to be smart about where I ask him to stop. So again, that's kind of the spot where he likes to rush, is right there in that corner. So I'm going to work on controlling his feet a little bit, making him stop there. Now what happened there is that I was asking him to back, and then he scooted forward and it scooted my rope up over. And so he got a little spooked, but he stopped and tried to flick my rope over it, but that doesn't work, so it's fine. Just go in, give him a rub. Again, I show him my glove first. And then take the rope down. And see, he always tries to like cut in right there, so I'm just trying to get him to change directions, and that time he actually tried to move towards me. So again, I'm just gonna wait. I want him to hug the rail right here. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do without it being a big deal. So now I'm going to get him to change directions. My thought is if I can make him think about his feet moving left and right. And again, this is really important to teach your horse because this is a way to teach the one rein stop. So I'm kind of laying that foundation as well. But my thought is if I can get him to think about, oh, I might have to change directions right here, I might have to stop right here, then he's going to stop worrying so much about speeding through this corner. That was actually a really good change in direction. And then I'm going to ask him for another change in direction so I can get right up on that rail, and then he gets a little mad. So what I kind of learned is that when he goes to bucking, because if they learn to buck and kick to get the rope off, but I'm not pulling, I mean the rope is not putting any hard pressure or anything, it's just irritating him. So if I squat and stay low and I'm able to make him stop, it's going to be very important that he learns that he cannot buck and run and bolt. And again, this is really important for if I'm on, I know that I've trained my horse to stop with a one rein stop and just to make him stop. There, I asked for the hoe. Now he's going to try to push through it. I'm going to wait. I just want him to stand. There, I got a lick and chew. And I made him stand again for another period of time just to think about it. Give him the rub and reassurance. Got another lick and chew, so that's good. He's starting to process things. This session only lasted about 20 minutes in the small pen. So I go and I change directions again. And now we're much happier about walking just along the rail, which is what I wanted. That was really good. Now he's letting me walk a little bit closer behind him. Then I go to change directions. Now he's starting to, when he does get worried, he's at least starting to slow down and question. So I kind of have the feeling that he's asking me what I'm asking him to do, if that makes any sense. So again, found another good place where I could stop and give him a rub. And I was really, felt a lot of improvement in the small pen. So knowing that he can be a little claustrophobic, I felt like I had enough breaks. And so I took him into my bigger arena to play just with changing directions and to see kind of what I had out here. And again, he can handle me being behind him in one eye or the other. He can't really handle me directly behind him yet. That's just going to take a lot of practice. So again, he's doing really well out here, so I was giving him a reward, giving him a good rub, working on stopping and going on my voice cue. And now he's able to handle that rope on the outside, so when he goes to turn, I can kind of block him a little bit, and he's handling that much better today. Now I'm going to ask him to trot. And he's not quite sure, but I prefer kind of this little bit of questioning in him slowing down versus him being scared and running off, so this is good. I'm just giving him clicks and then just bumping him a little bit with the rope. And that's really good. And again, this is a good thing to practice, and I got a really good whoa right there. But it's good to start to teach them this because it can help prepare them for when kids come running up behind them, or just helps with them learning to accept pressure from behind. Now we work going to the right. Doing pretty good. Staying pretty soft. And I got a change in direction, so that was Actually pretty good doing that at the trot. And another change in direction.
Good.
And then I asked for the whoa, and that was really good.
Good boy.
Really thought that was a good place to
Boy.
end with the ground driving.
Good boy.
And then kind of as a reward, he really likes to play now on the ground. So I've been working on teaching him to canter when I'm on the ground. So the competition that we're doing is in fact an in-hand competition. So I work a lot with getting him to stay kind of at my shoulder. And right now, since I'm teaching him to canter, it's okay if he kind of goes out a little bit on the lunge, but I just tell him to come here, and then he comes a little closer. So got a little wiggling in the canter, but he's starting to get the idea to just stay with me. So what I've been doing is I'm trotting down, and then I work on my stop. Get him to back up a couple of steps. He likes to get a little crooked sometimes in his back up, but pivot's getting pretty good. And now I'm going to smooch, and he should canter, and then tell him whoa. And I got a really good stop. So it was really good. I was proud of him, of how far he came from the day before, and
Good boy there.
looking forward to tomorrow.